Coincidence.
It is a coincidence. What is the coincidence?
No, there's a lot of coincidences that happen.
Oh, I can believe that.
You know?
Coincidence, we met.
Yeah, it is a coincidence. But you know how people say sometimes they're walking down the street and they bump into somebody they haven't seen in a long time, like, oh my God, what a coincidence. What they fail to realize is that every day they walk down the street, they never see that person, and they notice the things that are unusual in everyday life.
Of course.
But coincidences happen to me every day when I do this next effect.
All right. Sounds like the name of a trick.
Yeah, it is. It's double coincidence.
Why don't you do it?
Would you like to see it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to see it. That's no coincidence either.
Oh, no. Do you want to see it? Yeah. See, they want to see it.
All right, then I'll do it, all right?
Okay.
All right. Let's have this young lady right over here. Could you shuffle the deck up for me?
Okay.
Any way you'd like?
Oh, you must be a card player.
Yeah, except
No.
that way. No, I'm just joking.
I don't. This is the only way I know.
Okay, perfect. Just on cue. What we're going to do right now is to make a prediction. I'm not going to change the order of the cards. I'm just going to simply take a look and see what the... you know what? I'm going to go with this one right over here. Okay. And you know what? I'm feeling this right over here. I'm going to go with that one. All right? And I haven't changed the order, correct?
No, I've been watching. You haven't.
Well, they won't believe you.
Okay.
This is my prediction right over here. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to ask you, sir, what's your first name?
Greg.
Greg, nice to meet you. I'm going to ask you to deal from the top, right down on the table. Just deal down. Actually, I should tell you, you can deal from the center, bottom, anywhere you want. Just put a packet of cards on. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. For as long as you want. You can stop when you want. I just want this to be completely at random
Well,
because
that's really at random.
coincidences seem to be at random, right?
Yes, yes,
Are
indeed.
you happy?
Sure.
Great, you can hold on to the rest of the deck so we don't confuse anything over here. I'm going to ask these two beautiful young ladies that are closest to me to open up your hand, palm up, there we go. I'm going to exhaust all of the cards. What I mean is I'm just going to deal them on each of their hand just like so. I'm going to deal it just like this. You're looking at me like you're trying to look for a trick. There is no trick. This is a coincidence, Johnny. Completely a coincidence. Completely a coincidence.
What happens
Completely
if we don't have a coincidence?
Well, then we won't use it. Then it won't be a coincidence. So, recap, Johnny. Go ahead.
Right,
give us a quick
okay,
recap.
I'll give you a quick recap. This young lady shuffled the cards many times. You took out 2 cards as predictions, but you didn't rearrange the cards at all. This gentleman dealt from everywhere, the middle, the bottom, the top, until he exhausted the cards he wanted to deal. Then you took those cards and dealt them out until you exhausted the cards, and these are the last 2 cards that you stopped at.
Sounds good.
Would you be so kind to turn over this card over here?
Sure.
And would you be so kind to turn over this card over here? Those are the 2 cards that were randomly picked. Yet before we even began, after you shuffled, without changing any order, I made a prediction. It's actually not even a prediction, it's a coincidence if they find their own mate, huh?
I think it's a trick.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out. We have the Queen of Clubs, 2 of Diamonds. Would you be kind to turn over one of the cards? 2 of Hearts.
Well, that's certainly more than a coincidence.
Well, this is going to be the double coincidence right now. Would you be kind enough to see if we got it right? And we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. You can call that a coincidence. I call it a great trick.
I call it a double coincidence. Happens to me every time I do it. And I guarantee it's going to happen to them as well.
As long as you teach them.
We'll do that right now.
I am the co-host, okay, a little, thank you. See, he has Tony Lee, I have him.
You're lucky
Yeah,
to be stuck with Tony Lee.
Oh. I don't consider that being stuck.
You know what? Neither do I. She's within striking distance.
Yes.
You know? You know what? I want you to help me out. Just, I want you to rip a piece of that and then pass it to the young lady. Just rip anything you want. Rip whatever way. Perfect. And rip a bigger piece. Okay, and would you do the same thing? Good. Okay, and rip it. And perfect. All right. Good. You did that very well. Now, can we get another?
Can I gather these up?
Yeah,
for
yeah. You can gather these all up.
Well, this one's a little big. Let me rip that also. Thank you. There.
Good.
There you are.
All right.
Do something with that.
Tony Lee? Do you like it? It's a flower. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you. It's not a flower. It's not a flower in the slightest. Not in the slightest is that a flower. So don't be confused that it's a flower, okay?
Okay.
You promise me you won't be confused?
Yes.
You know, some people actually like to do this when they blow on it. They go like that, and that's supposed to be like the magical moment that the thing happens.
You mean it's not?
Yeah, no, I don't, because when I make comments to Tony Lee like that, I
That's
carry.
when the magic happens?
No, it happens because I carry an actual magic spoon here, just in case she gets out of line. Just give her a little.
Okay.
I've heard of magic wands, but never a
No,
magic
it's a spoon. It's a spoon. You just wave it like this,
Yes.
right? And that's for you to look at your makeup. Right, so it
Thank
has
you.
dual purposes. You can hit me with it, or you can, here, there's your spoons back. Yeah, it's yours, but it's a magical spoon because look, all the pieces that you ripped up will weld back together. Watch. I don't know, that was his small piece right in the corner right there.
And the longer piece,
See,
and several small
look,
pieces.
you see it, it's actually sticking together and it's actually just kind of putting itself, you hear it. That's it restoring itself. You hear it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm serious. It's like,
Look at that.
look at that, you see? It's just actually restoring itself back.
The man is definitely a witch.
And you see what's really, really great? Is that we can use this. And you don't need this because you won't hit me anymore. I don't know what the hell that has to do with the thing, but I had to make sense of it because it's my magic spoon. I don't want people knowing that I actually carry a
That's
spoon in my
enough.
pocket. It's a Magic Castle spoon. I wanted an excuse to steal one. I mean, borrow one for the trick, you know? Now get the hell out of here. We're gonna do the feud! Let's play feud! I feel like we're watching Family Feud, remember that?
Exactly.
All right.
It's the west side against the east side.
Yes, there you go. I'm looking for a woman's ring. If we have a young lady, you have a bunch of rings.
We have a lot of them.
This ring to me looks like it has the most meaning to you, just because I don't know, just as an instinct.
Is that true?
Yes, it is.
It is.
And what is the meaning?
I'm acting like I'm surprised. I knew that. Was
4 years with my boyfriend.
4
That's a
years
great meaning.
with your boyfriend. Well, that certainly does have a lot of meaning then, and I'll be very, very ginger with it. I'm going to take it and place it right on my pencil right over there. I'm going to hold it at the base of the pencil on my fingertips right over here. Now, a lot of people have seen me on television levitate or levitate somebody else. This time, I'm going to try to levitate an object, something that has some meaning from somebody else, like yourself. I want everybody to focus their energy. I want everybody to look at the ring and focus all their energy on the ring. And believe it can move. Believe it can actually move. Believe it can actually move. Believe it can actually move right now.
Wow. Wow.
Your ring and my pencil.
That even fooled me.